I'm 6'2", 200 pounds. You know why? I shit bigger than Ricardo Lopez. I'm just being perfectly honest. And you expect me to believe he's going to get into the ring with another guy who's flying around like a fucking cat on an electric plate, right? And I don't want to watch athletic guys. I want to watch what I watched last week. I want to watch dudes launching bombs. One dude boxing and one dude launching bombs. That's the ideal fight in my universe. I can't get a better fight than Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Like, that's literally as ideal a fight as I can get. I'm not going to get that in the lightweights, Andrew. I'm not going to get that with Juan Francisco Estrada and Victor Mendez in a junior bantamweight belt at Carson. And if you believe that Breakhouse versus Lopez is going to be competitive, fuck, I don't even know why HBO is putting this on. They should be
they should
it
have
on their
pulled it,
website.
yeah.
It's crazy.
This is literally for their commentators to say goodbye. This has, this fight card is.
It's shit.
I don't want to.
It's a shit Sunday.
You don't want to disrespect fighters too much, but you know what it is, Lee. Lee, you know what it is. It's more about Lampley and all them saying goodbye one last time. That's it. The fight card, there wasn't too much thought put into it.
I can say this. I'd rather see. I'll talk positive about it. I would much rather see Cecilia Brækhus naked than Clarissa Shields.
I can't. I'm not even going to say anything.
Dude, she's 37. She's age appropriate for me. How is she still champion? She's been champion since 2014. Doesn't that tell you something about women's boxing?
It's been that way for a while.
Yeah, it has been. I've actually interviewed people. Any female who wants to become a boxer, first thing I tell her is you should go into MMA. There's more money.
I would.
I'm just telling you how it is, Andrew. You can be all
I don't know about that, though, buddy.
You got a better chance of being Rowdy Ronda Rousey than you do Cecilia Brækhus.
And last time I checked, a woman's fighter still made $1 million check. Really? I don't remember the UFC.
Want me to see what the net worth of Cecilia Brækhus is?
No, I just don't remember the UFC ever paying any of their women close to that kind of money, Lee. You make it in boxing as the number one star, you will still be a millionaire.
Based on this, Tommy Hearns has more money than Cecilia Brækhus.
Damn.
That's funny. That's just a joke, but that's funny.
Oh, I was like, damn.
It's funny. It's funny, bro. That's a funny fucking joke.
Talk about a backfire.
Now, if she would just take her top off and get her $1 million on for Playboy. Why are you so against that, Andrew?
Yeah, it's terrible.
I mean, you're going to bang your science teacher and get in trouble.
No, I'm not. Yeah. No, I'm not.
Oh, my God. Are you ready for the most disturbing fact? Because I didn't know shit about Cecilia Brækhus until I looked her up.
She's already done it.
No. She should have. Well, I'll look that up next. Hold on. Cecilia Brækhus is 34-0, Andrew. How many wins do you think she has by knockout? Which, by the way, for those of you who know nothing about women's boxing.
Like I don't know, 15?
Dude, she's only got 9 knockouts. 9. Okay, so you know what that's telling me about Saturday night? I've actually got to watch a one-sided boxing fucking match.
She fought one time on HBO. We've seen her before. And yes, I think it went to distance.
Oh, man. Wait.
I'm not really tuning in.
No, they're all photoshopped her face onto naked bodies. But
what's her net worth? Does it even say?
No, she doesn't even merit somebody trying to find out. She doesn't look bad in a bikini. No, that is not her. That is definitely not her. That's not her. I think she's kind of hot. Well, they've airbrushed her onto a lot of 70s chicks with big muffs.
Nice.
Are you a big muff or a thin muff guy? You like a shave?
Whatever my lady likes.
Spoken like a man who's not getting fed tonight.
Damn it, Lee.
Mine left the house. I could talk all the shit I want. The door was open when she came home, and that's why she got involved. But now she's off getting her little pump on, at the gym. Probably finding a better guy. Like, there are way hotter guys at the gym. She could certainly do better. I think Kell Brooks is minus 7,000
I'm scared mine's listening through the door now.
Oh, I'm sure she is, Andrew. Waiting for you to say anything about Cecilia Brækhus.
Cal Brook should retire. That's all I got to say about Cal Brook. I was over Cal Brook when he took his second knee. I'm not a big fan of guys just going, you know what, I'm done. I'm out. I know he broke his eye socket, and that's a terrible thing. That's why when it happened the second time, he should have retired.
I'm wondering if I'm going to be a douchebag in the middle of this show and break it up with more irritating music.
Don't do that. I got to hear the first one, though.
Oh, it's so good. So good, Andrew. It makes me laugh like a little schoolgirl. Like I'm running through the sprinklers on a hot summer day. It makes me so happy. Come on, tell me when you hear Let It Snow, that fucking song is stuck in your head for the day. Your daughter's the same age as mine. You had to have gone through a Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Go. Damn it.
Yes.
Idina Menzel, shut the fuck up. How is Mauro Ranallo still alive? You know, you're stretching the show out because you're afraid to leave at this point. Like, you don't...
I already know what I'm facing.
You're dead.
It's over.
This is a marathon show, by the way, people. Andrew's going to go into the third hour on this bad boy. I can feel this one coming. Like, I'm already digging to, like, create another... Do you want to do our favorite segment, Andrew?
It doesn't matter.
No, let's do it. All right, we're going to do our favorite segment that we premiered 2 weeks ago as a bonus shit show. I like to call it, What's Andrew Got to... I almost feel like I need to hire someone on Fiverr to make a theme song for this section. What's Andrew got to say? What's Andrew got to say? What's Andrew got to say? On the news. There you go. Would you like to give me your feelings on current headlines or on sports today, Andrew?
It doesn't matter. Current headlines.
Current headlines it is. Andrew will take TMZ News for 100. Let's start right off the top, Andrew. Kevin Hart addresses homophobic tweets but does not apologize. Reaction, Andrew.
What did he say?
Kevin Hart is firing back at critics who thinks he's unfit to host the Oscars due to old tweets that were extremely homophobic. And by firing back, we mean he's laying in bed and refusing to apologize. Kevin says in an Instagram video, the hateful response is to his old tweet illustrates just how PC crazy our world has become. And he says he's not going to let the haters bring him down.
Yeah, you know what? He's a comedian, Lee. Comedians say shit that makes people uncomfortable sometimes, right? They bring light to subjects. I don't know what he said, but I'm sure he said things about himself, his family, and everything else that are just as bad. You don't see them turning him away. I mean, I'm over it. Comedians, they are supposed to have that leash. We know what they're there doing. I didn't read the tweet now. Now, if he put a Manny Pacquiao, they're animals and they should be crucified, maybe then that's that. But if he was bringing light to it or they're taking it out of context, get out of here with that.
Andrew, next story. Would you like to hear from Bob? Hold on.
Andrew.
Yes.
Triple Red. You know who Triple Red is? Trippy Red. Triple Red. Trippy Red.
Who is this?
I think he's a rapper.
All right.
He quit Travis Scott's Astroworld tour.
That sucks. I have
Trippy
no idea.
Red has pulled out of the Travis Scott tour, citing production issues and interrupted set times. Andrew, how do you feel about Travis Scott?
I like Travis Scott. I've heard his music a lot of times on the YouTube rap mix. I haven't heard Trippy Red, so I don't think Travis Scott gives a fuck if Trippy Red's on the undercard or not.
Tekashi 6ix9ine. Judge cops to screw up child sex sentence was wrong, but the judge who closed out Tekashi 6ix9ine child sex case now admits there was a major screw up with his original sentence, but she also suggests it's a moot point now that he's locked up. A spokesman for the Manhattan Criminal Court, who sentenced Tekashi on October for child sex case, tells TMZ the error was in the plea deal prosecutors struck with 6ix9ine's attorneys. According to the spokesman, the original sentence was the result of a negotiated plea. All parties involved in prosecution, defense, and trial judge, yada, 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 signed off on it. Now, here comes his big but. As an error was made, the case was placed back on the calendar, and the sentence was corrected. Translation, Judge Meenan dropped Tekashi's probation Tuesday and gave him credit for time served to correct an oversight, namely the terms of the plea deal were unlawful. Mainly
so now they just released him. No probation?
No, he's still in jail, Andrew.
He's
never
in
coming
jail
out for the next
he's in
50
jail
years.
for whole other reasons.
Yeah,
though.
Now he's off on sex scandals. He's now moved on to all the other fucking felonious
racketeering now or something.
Right. Dog the Bounty Hunter. Oh, you've got more on Tekashi? I'd love to hear your feelings on Tekashi.
I forgot. Go ahead. Move on.
Please tell me. Tell me what you think about Tekashi 6ix9ine.
The 3-year probation thing. See, I was like, how the hell did this kid get off on just 3 years? And when you read the story, Lee, it seemed like he was, if I might be mistaken, but it seemed he was 19 years old. The girl was 13 years old, and they were doing some dance move on a music video?
While naked.
No.
No.
Come on, Lee. That's what I didn't understand the story. I didn't know you could get actually...
6ix9ine likes fucking the 13s.
But he was
and doesn't
doing...
that make it like 20... however many that would be? Right? 30... 32?
I have no idea, but
if a 19... 6ix9ine fucks a 13, isn't that like an 82?
You're so stupid.
That's a funny joke. Dog the Bounty Hunter teen claims assault. Dog denies it, says he's a victim. Dog the Bounty Hunter allegedly shoved a teenager at the airport. At least that's what the teen's father says. But Dog side denies the assault and said the kid was verbally abusive. So there was a police report filed in Denver by the father who claims that he and his son ran into Dog and Beth at the airport last Friday. He says his 17-year-old son approached Dog and asked for a photo. He claimed Dog got upset and put a closed fist into the kid's chest and pushed him away. The father got pissed and got into a verbal altercation with Dog. Beth eventually calmed things down, and she and Dog got on an elevator. A source close to Dog says that when the teen walked up to Dog, he said, "I have a bounty on my head. What are you going to do about that, motherfucker?" Shit you not. Dog admittedly told the kid to get back, and he didn't want to deal with it because his wife is sick. We're told that the teen's response was, "Tell that fat bitch to get out of her chair. I'll cut her in half."
Ah, man, that
Beth
was a
was
lot.
in a wheelchair at the time. Dog and Beth had just flown into Denver from LA, where she had emergency surgery last week for throat blockage. Doctors discovered her cancer has returned.
You know...
There's a lot I'd like to say on this.
Yeah, hey, Lee, if he didn't do it, that Dog the Bounty has a quiet imagination, not right off top, right? Like,
right?
He put a lot into that story if the kid didn't say all that. It's hard. I don't know who to believe here, because it's like, dude, the story's kind of so out there. I think you did say it. And then he's only 17. Did he really walk up to Dog the Bounty and go, "Hey, I got a bounty on my head, motherfucker"? That's a hard one. That is a hard one.
And by the way, if you know this as a father, if somebody even remotely put a finger on my child in a negative way, a dog ain't that bad. That's an old man. I'd fuck Dog up.
Right cross city,
Fucking
baby.
Dog up.
His reflexes with all the drug use that man's been. I remember Dog the Bounty. That boy was looking to hurt 10 years ago. I can only imagine what he looks like today.
Gene Simmons being sued. Woman claims he touched her vagina during a photo op. Is anybody surprised by this? Gene Simmons is getting sued by a woman who claims he inappropriately touched a woman's vagina during a photo op. The woman, who is suing under the name Jane Doe, said she was working as a dishwasher at one of Simmons' Rock and Brew locations in 2016. Obtained by TMZ. The woman says Jean was visiting the restaurant, and Jean's manager and the woman's co-workers encouraged her to take a photo with the Kiss star. According to the lawsuit, the woman claims Jean's manager encouraged her to move closer. When she did, Jean allegedly reached over and forcefully placed his hand on her vagina, completely covering it. The woman said she tried to stop Jean, and once the photo was taken, she showed it to a co-worker. The woman accuses Jean of acting in a sexually charged manner to other women during the visit. touching their hand and encouraging them to unbutton their shirts.